If there's one thing everybody knows about Canada, it's that it's cold, especially in the winter. And this year we're doing it on a boat. And not only that, but we're doing it with a baby. That was a hard shot to take. Yes, we're doing this with a baby. Boats are typically not well insulated to begin with. The ocean water is cold, it just sucks all of the heat. Not to mention this boat is an old wooden one, so the windows are single pane. So we're able to cope with the colder temperatures, but the extra level is having the baby and making sure that he is warm. So in today's video, I'm going to show you all about what we do to stay warm on the boat with a baby in the winter, living in Canada. Hey, yo. I don't want to get out of bed. Getting out of bed in the morning is the worst part. Oh, bless you. Yeah, we gotta get some clothes on, yeah. Temperature in here right now is about 60. One of the most important things that we do is dress for the weather. This is especially important for the baby because I know if I'm cold, then he's probably really cold. So that's what we're gonna do first, get layered up so that we are ready to take on the day and we're already starting warm. So he's good to go, and now it's my turn. The worst part about layers is just the amount of time that it takes to get dressed, because when you have a 9-month-old baby who's constantly getting into things, yeah, that is how we did. Oh, okay. Buddy, that's how we detect if we're breathing in carbon monoxide. Kind of important. Anyways, a few more layers. That's good. So I've got my base layer on here. If it's really cold, I'll put another layer on underneath my track pants. And I'm just gonna throw a sweater on. Just need the baby to cooperate for like 2 more minutes. Okay, so that's it. We are dressed for the day, nice and warm. So we've got our layers on and we're ready to go up to the main galley. Wow, look at all these things! That brings us to our main heat source, which is our diesel stove. All right, that'll occupy ya. So this diesel stove is our main source of heat, and it is absolutely fantastic. It puts out a dry heat and it makes the boat feel super comfortable. Now our boat is quite big, so the heat doesn't quite make it all the way through the boat, but for the main area of the galley and the kitchen, it's pretty great. So this thing pretty much stays on 24/7 from October until April. It doesn't... Hi. You want to check out the fire too? This is exactly why we got this. So one of the issues with this diesel stove is that it came just in the center of the kitchen with no protection. So what we got was actually a puppy gate, and this prevents our little guy from being able to reach in and touch the stove because it is very hot, like between 350 to 400 degrees. Yeah, keep our fingers to ourselves. Oh, look it. It also doesn't require any electricity. That's great for us, especially when we're on anchor and we only have our generator. So that means that this can still run 24/7 without draining our batteries at all. Hello again. Whoop! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa! So because this is the warmest spot in the boat, this is where we set up our baby's play area. That way he can be the warmest while he's playing. It just happens to be that there's also the most space over here. The coldest area on the boat is probably the floor. Even though our baby's play area is right next to the stove, we did get a little carpet, and that little bit of layer over the floor makes it pretty comfortable. It's nice and cozy near the fire, and then he's got a little carpet that keeps his little toes and belly warm. Okay, well, I guess we're having burnt toast for breakfast. I don't know how I make these videos with a teething baby. 4 teeth in 4 weeks. Not a fan, let me tell you. Can you please just let me make you some toast? I can't eat this. I have made croutons for breakfast. Okay. It's just gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Okay. Thank you. But even with the diesel stove and layering up, it's still cold. So obviously it's much easier to stay warm when we're at a dock compared to out at anchor, because then we have the ability to have electricity on all the time. We can just have space heaters or different electrical sources. Unfortunately, in the area that we live, people aren't allowed to live on their boats. So the only way really around that is if you work at a marina. So I have a job at the marina. We now have electricity. The one nice thing about where we live in Canada, because it is the west coast, the temperatures tend to be actually quite mild. That also really helps things. So yes, although it's chilly, we're not talking like prairie temperatures where it's -40. We've had a couple cold snaps the past 2 years that maybe got down to -10. It's kind of like winter camping all the time. It's still much warmer in here than it is out there though. Right, honey? You can eat your apple. Oh, no thanks. Oh. You are nice and warm. You're warmer than me. And if all else fails, you can always make some warm tea or have a yummy hot lunch. Hot. Nom, nom, nom. Nothing like some nice hearty stew. It warms you up from the soul. It's the best. All done. All done. So lastly, for bedtime, there's a couple things that we do. We use a sleep sack with the highest thermal rating, so 2.5 TOG, and a very insulating duvet. Bedtime! It is warm. Oh yeah. Is that warm? We always have a space heater going in the bedroom in the evening, and if we were on anchor, we would be using our propane instead, because obviously we're not going to run the power all night. Our batteries would never last. Oh. So living like this, there is a little bit more to think about, but at the end of the day, we always end up warm, everyone's taken care of, and it's all totally worth the trade. We just have to layer up a little bit, but we get some epic views and the chance to live a life like this.
Hi! Oh, hey! Are you warm? I'm warm.
Honey? Oh, where's Honey?
Honey. Honey, what ever since this baby. Come on, honey.
For more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. And if there's any videos that you'd like to see me make, leave a comment below. Stay cozy.